Hello and welcome. My name is Casey and you are tuned into Super Mega Baseball, the fall-winter season. Today, the Moose take on the small ball specialist, the Hot Corners. Rachel Rhubarb on the mound for the Hot Corners as Irene Fast starts the game with a drive into the gap in right center. She takes the turn and she's going to be in there safely with a leadoff double. Rhubarb has an abysmal 16 ERA, so that double is not all that unexpected, though she does get Jackson to ground out and gets Quaker to swing over 3 low pitches. You know he likes those, but he needs to lay off the balls. Rip Dingers hits one high to center field, but it is playable, so Rhubarb starts with a leadoff double, but works around it to keep it at 0. Raul Strikes is chucking for the Moose, and he had a phenomenal game his last time out, a 9-inning, 1-run effort against the Moonstars. And it looks like he has a pretty solid start the first inning of this. He goes 1-2-3 against the Hot Corners. Hopefully we see another deep outing from Strikes tonight. Top of the third, and Roman Rhodes hits one hard on the ground right through the glove of the third baseman. It trickles into left field, but Rhodes just stays at first with a single. The pitcher Raul Strikes goes down on strikes, as does Irene Fast following him. And then it's Hieronymus Jackson, and he drives this one up and deep. It is to the deepest part of the park, but it does not matter. Hieronymus Jackson, 459 feet to straightaway center, his second home run on the year, and the Moose lead 2-0. Bottom third, and Strikes is looking good. He kicks and deals and gets James to swing over a changeup. Lars Stackleaf drives a fastball into center field for the first hit of the night for the Hot Corners. Rhubarb drops one down, and Rhodes just tosses this down to first to get the out. The runner moves to second, but it doesn't matter because it's a strikeout from Raul Strikes. After 3 on the strength of the Hieronymus Jackson home run, Moose lead 2-0. Nacho Crisp leads off the fourth with a single on the ground into right field. And Bobbitt goes down on strikes. Crisp is leaving for second on the throw, and he is thrown out. A strike him out, throw him out, double play. Raul Strikes back out for the 7th. He's been dominant all game as he gets jumps to swing over a pitch there. And Bobby Bash strikes out as well. That's strikeout number 8 for Roman Rhodes. And with him due up in the 8th, that might be the end of his night, but it has been a phenomenal performance so far. After 7, Moose lead 2-0. Roman Rhodes works a walk to start the 8th, and it looks like Nixon does indeed come in to hit for the pitcher, so Strikes' night will be over, and Nixon just flies out to right field, so no damage done there. Kind of wish you kept Strikes in for the way he's been pitching. Irene Fast hits into a fielder's choice, so she keeps the inning alive with her speed, but Jackson just hits a line drive to stand alive in left field to end the inning. One away in the 9th in a 2-0 ball game, and Dingers sends this on the left side into left field for a single. Nacho Crisp follows that up with a bloop shot, just dropping right in front of the center fielder, so it's first and second. And now Fred Bobbitt works something, and this will also drop in front of the center fielder. No speed for Dingers, so its bases loaded. That brings up Buck Swiner, who's been getting hot, and he sends this deep to center field. Center fielder handles it at the wall, and it looks like the Moose base runners got crossed up. They're doubled off trying to get back to the bag, and that'll end the inning. So bases loaded with 1 away, and the Moose can't get anything out of it. Just 2-0 going into the bottom of the 9th. Klaus the game in to close the game, but he's facing the top of the order of the Hot Corners as Nora Holmes sends this past a diving shortstop and gets this into center field for a leadoff single. Stand alive now on the ground to Bobbitt. He tags Holmes over to first, so it's a quick double play to get rid of that leadoff single. A dive from Wiggles Freeman at short. He subbed in for Nacho Crisp, who got hurt in the last play, and now there's a runner on, and Bo Belter. This is the man the Hot Corners want up at this point of the game. He needs something big here to tie it up, but it's strike 1 from Klaus the game. Curveball, and Belter fouls it off. So 2 strikes for Klaus the game, and he misses up high. That's a good pitch. Try to get him to chase. And a beautiful pitch on the outside edge from Klaus the game. Expect nothing less from him. Moose win 2-0. The Hieronymus Jackson home run gave the Moose everything they needed. Big credit to Raul Strikes, who really gave the Moose the opportunity to win this game. 7-inning pitch, 8 strikeouts, only 3 hits over that time. Hot Corners just couldn't get anything started against him. Let's see how they fare in Game 2 of this 2-game set. Yolanda Cooper on the mound for the Hot Corners, and she doesn't have the nastiest stuff, but she can paint the edges beautifully as she does so with Irene there. Jackson pops it up right back to her, doesn't even move off the rubber to make the catch. And Quaker just a limp ground ball over to Sportswood at first, so the Moose go down 1-2-3. And it's the ace Rhiannon Cannon for the Moose on the mound. She had a solid start against the Beewolves in her last outing. Her ERA is a little higher than you want it to be, but it's early and you hope she figures that out soon. But it's ground balls from the top 3 of the Hot Corners, so Cannon gets out of the first without any trouble. Top 3, and it's Buck Swiner who lines one up the middle. This takes a big hop off the lip of the grass. Doesn't really change much, but that was just a wild bounce. Wiggles Freeman is fighting for a spot in the lineup, and he sends this into right center, and it gets down. So he's going to take the turn looking for 2, and Swiner turns and heads home. Jumps already had the ball in the infield, but he didn't make the throw, and he is in there safely. Moose lead 1-0. They don't hold that lead long, though, as Lars Stacked Leaf sends this deep and just barely over the top of the wall, literally bouncing around on the wall's edge. 419 feet for Lars Stacked Leaf, and the game is all tied at 1. A ground ball from Cooper, and so the pitcher has a hit following the home run, and this could get ugly. Although Cannon gets a strikeout there to get 1 away, and a ground ball back to Cannon, over to second, down to first for the double play. So Cannon gets out of it, but the run is scored and the game is tied. After 3, it is 1-1. Top of 7, Cooper's still out for the Hot Corners, and she's been good as Bobbitt drives this down on the right side. A dive from the second baseman, but he can't come up with it, so he's on. And Buck Swiner hits this one up deep. It has the height. It has the distance, too. It is gone. Home run for Buck Swiner. 434 feet, just his 3rd on the year, and he is getting hot. Moose lead 3-1. Cannon is also back out for the 7th as she's been phenomenal tonight. Just the 1 home run as she gets another ground ball to Bobbitt for the first out in the 7th, and a ground ball to Quaker for out number 2. A cutter into Randy Mann, and he hits this one high, and it is out into left field, but Swiner settles under it to make the grab. 7 strong innings from Rhiannon Cannon, after which Moose lead 3-1. Bottom of the 8th, and who else but Charlie Best. He has been spectacular for the Moose all year so far. Still has that 0 ERA, which is incredible. And he gets another shutdown inning here for the Moose, as this one's on the ground to Bobbitt to end the 8th. One away in the top of the 9th, and Pedro Nixon hits this into the gap on the right side on the ground, so he's got a single. Maybe giving the Moose some extra insurance as Fred Bobbitt hits this deep into left center, and it's going to bounce off the wall. Nixon turns. He has 0 speed whatsoever, but he heads home anyway. This is going to be close, and he is in there safely under the tag. Moose score 4-1. A ground ball to the second baseman, but they can't handle it, and Bobbitt heads home as the ball trickles into center field. It's 5-1 for the Moose now. Bottom of the 9th, and close to game is in to finish it off as he gets a strikeout there and a bat toss. Another strikeout on Stan Alive, 100 miles an hour from DeGane, and he follows that up with a nasty breaking ball to get Bobby Bash looking. Klaus DeGane strikes out the side, and Moose win 5-1. Nice to see a strong performance from Rhiannon Cannon. 7 innings, only 1 earned run, and the Buck Swiner home run put the Moose over the edge. Thank you so much for watching. As always, my name is Casey, and I will see you next time when the Moose take on the Freebooters.